Pooh Shiesty, first day out. Let's talk about it.
John Legend, Sheryl Crow, Elvis Costello, and Alanis Morissette star in the MGM Plus original series, Words and Music. Iconic artists share intimate performances and the stories behind the songs. New episodes Sundays on MGM Plus.
How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About It, Music Reviews, Season 11. How y'all doing? Welcome to the show. Guys, we got a pretty good episode for you today. Not only 21 Savage is back making music, you know, we talked about that last Thursday night. Guys, Lord goddamn mighty, we got the one and only Pooh Shiesty is back and making fucking music. He came out of bars. He's been locked up for a little bit. First Day Out is his new song. Honestly, I've been kind of wondering ever since, I saw on the Twitter that, Pooh Shiesty got released. And I was wondering, when he's going to drop some music. Is he going to come back to music? We had to wait a little bit. I will say you had to wait a little bit for a Pooh Shiesty song. But he's officially back. Got a whole ass music video and everything. And goddamn, Lord fucking mighty, let's talk about this song. Now, typically when we talk about, like first day out songs, stuff like that, we've only done a few of them, I think, on this show. But I will say, already this one has taken the goddamn, top of the bar here, top of the list, because, recently when Young Thug came back, out of bars and stuff like that, he started dropping some music, and I'm gonna be real with y'all. That music was kind of like some of the worst shit I've ever heard in my goddamn life. I will just be honest with you. Fucking hell. The way Young Thug came out and was dropping music, honestly, was such a big disappointment that I think, that I just kind of go, man, Young Thug, what fucking happened? I thought man was going to come.
My name is Percy Jackson. Getting in trouble is like breathing for me.
The hit series returns to Disney Plus and Hulu.
The danger the camp is under is greater than you can possibly imagine.
For the key to our survival, 3 of you must quest to the Sea of Monsters.
Let's go do the impossible. I'm not gonna let some stupid monster stand in my way.
Percy Jackson and the Olympians. New season now on Disney Plus and Hulu. Learn more at disneyplus.com/what's-on.
Back and drop some heat. Comes back and does not drop any fucking heat at all. Most likely just drops fucking mid. Fucking dull shit that I just like, what the fuck am I even hearing? Pooh Shiesty came back, so let's get into this song. Now this song is called First Day Out, FDO. Let's get into it, starting off with the beat. I'd say overall, this is a pretty nice beat. You have some really like banging ass 808s, some banging ass trap drums that go fucking crazy on here, in my opinion. I like those bells. I like the guitar here. I like everything about this. I like everything about this beat. I think it really comes together on here. Sounds really fucking fire. Actually brings some fucking punch to it. I've been missing some trap songs, actually sounding like some fucking trap songs, actually having, a punch to it, actually fucking, having something to it. This right here is what I want. I want my songs to have a little bit of a punch to it, and those 808s are fucking punching. Those drums are going fucking crazy on here. I mean, just imagine, you're on the road and you're banging out to this song, you're jamming out to it, and, you hear this song banging in your speakers, you're going to be having a good fucking time listening to it. Lord goddamn mighty. So I really do overall enjoy this one. First Day Out, already starting off with a pretty good beat. Now, is it anything like crazy? Is it anything groundbreaking? No, I will say this is just the typical, type of beat that Pooh Shiesty would rap over, and that's kind of it. Kind of keeps the same thing. There's no beat switches or nothing like that. And I will say, for a song that is really fucking long, this song is like 6 minutes long. You get this like long-winded intro with the video, and then you finally get to the song. So this is a long-ass, endeavor to really invest into. And so...
Oh, Hilton stay, your beds are soft and cozy. No lumpy couch, no stiff futon, no shower line at crack of dawn. Oh Hilton stay, oh Hilton stay.
When you want holiday comfort you can count on, it matters where you stay. Enjoy comfortable rooms and friendly service when you stay with Hilton instead. Save up to 25% this season when you book with Hilton. Hilton for the stay. Terms apply.
Maybe some beat switches, maybe something to really keep it going would definitely help it out a little bit more, in my opinion. But hey, you know, I would say this beat gets the job done. This beat sounds pretty fucking fire. And hey, one of my favorite things, if you have a beat like this and you actually rap over it, you actually go crazy on it, then I don't really have any complaints about it because you actually killed it on the beat. So let's get into it. Starting off with the first verse from Pooh Shiesty, I would say the flow here was actually top notch. The flow here sounded really fucking fire, in my opinion. I think, you know, overall Pooh Shiesty was flowing really well on this beat, sounding pretty fucking fire, in my opinion. You know, there's some funny lines on here too, and Pooh Shiesty's always known for having some funny lines, like, you know, comparing, you know, your dad to your son, but you're Bronny James, and it's kind of fucking funny as hell. You know, in my opinion, that's one of those lines that I was kind of laughing my fucking ass off listening to it. So that's kind of funny to listen to. I'm glad we got some, you know, some funny ass lines from Pooh Shiesty. But I'd say overall the flow on here is pretty good. You know, mixed in with his beat, I really like the sound of it. There is a little bit of a kind of a rap hook on here, you know, kind of repeating that first day out thing. I'd say that first day out type hook actually sounds pretty good. You know, I like the sound of it, the flow overall, nothing bad here in my opinion. Actually goes pretty fucking hard. And then you got this, like, you know, second verse. Second verse from Pooh Shiesty, I will say, you know, maybe could have used some flow switches. Maybe could have used, you know, a little bit of a switch up because it is kind of the same flow for the next verse. So that's definitely something. But I will say, you know, the way he's sounding confident on here, the way he's going crazy on this beat, and I do like the moments where he does have some
When the holidays start to feel a bit repetitive, reach for a Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry and put your twist on tradition. A bold cranberry and winter spice flavor fusion, Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry is a refreshing way to shake things up this sipping season, and only for a limited time. Sprite. Obey your thirst.
Little small flow switches on here that sound pretty fucking fire, in my opinion. I just kind of wish you would have kept this momentum throughout. You know, having flow switches here, having flow switches here, just kind of keeping the song going along. I wish we would have kind of got that, in my opinion. I will say that. But overall, you know, I'd say Pooh Shiesty's performance here was pretty fun, pretty entertaining. You know, usually when we listen to Pooh Shiesty's music, you want to automatically get your head moving, you know, automatically having a good time. And does the vibes deliver on that? I would say the vibes 100% deliver on that. So I'd say overall for Pooh Shiesty first day out, you have a beat that's pretty entertaining. You know, I like those 808s. I like those drums. I think the trap beat elements on here absolutely do work. Absolutely go fucking crazy. Then you got Pooh Shiesty on here, kind of rapping his ass off, kind of doing his thing, really coming back to music, which this is a good sign. You know, when we go from talking about somebody like Young Thug, you know, Young Thug came back, and the rapping, in my opinion, has kind of declined. I kind of hear it, I kind of see it, you know, I just hear the decline in the rapping. So coming from Pooh Shiesty on here, is he going to deliver the same thing? No. You know, I think this is Pooh Shiesty right back at it. You know, right back doing his goddamn thing on here. You know, there's no ounce of, you know, not really giving a fuck, or there's no ounce of you not really flowing well together. No, this is like some really good shit, in my opinion. So overall, when we talk about first day out, I think this is a nice song to come back to. And for a good old first day out type of rap song.
The Who's down in Who Newville were making their list, but some didn't know Walmart has the best brands for their gifts.
What about toys? Do they have brands kids have been wanting all year?
Yep, Barbie, Tony's, and Lego. Gifts that will make them all cheer.
Do you mean they have all the brands I adore?
They have Nintendo, Nespresso, Apple, and more.
What about...
So the Who answered questions from friends till they were blue. Each one listened and shouted, from Walmart? Who knew? Shop gifts from top brands for everyone on your list in the Walmart app.
I'd say this is one of the top ones up there in the recent recent times of the 2020s. Nothing groundbreaking, nothing crazy, but he gets the job done, and I'm excited to see what Pooh Shiesty does in the future. We're going to get an album, we're going to get some more singles. I don't know what we're going to be getting from him, but I would already say this is a nice step in the direction. This is a nice step into, you know, dropping some new music. And hey, can't wait to see it. So overall, Pooh Shiesty, first day out, is going to easily get a 7 out of 10 from me. 7 out of 10, guys. What y'all think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know. Let me know. If you're on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you get your podcast at, make sure you follow. Turn on notifications, guys. We're dropping new content every single day. And we got a lot more coming. A lot more 21 Savage coverage coming. You know, there's a lot more music coming out for that. Maybe some other stuff that I've kind of, you know, looked at that I want to kind of check out and review. So that's going to be coming up in the future. But make sure y'all follow, guys. We got a lot more coverage coming out. And I will see y'all later. You have a good one. Yeah, guys. Bye.